know I don't want you, want you. You bad and you know it, don't you? You bad and you know it, don't you? She always say, boy, you know I don't want you, want you. You bad and you know it, don't you? Now you single.
Hey guys, this is LB and you're listening to Love, Sex, and Lies. Tonight I have 4 special guests. Y'all, we doing it now. Okay, so my guests are Tanya.
Hi.
Crystal.
What's up?
Debbie.
Hey.
Stephanie. I just had a blank stare. Stephanie looked at me and I just really, guys, just got with blank. That's so crazy. And her face like, how you gonna forget my name?
Right.
Listen. Hey, Stephanie.
Hey.
Okay. Last but not least, y'all, that was Stephanie. Okay, so tonight's topic, you guys, is relationships. So we're going to cover relationships, marriage, whatever, dating. We're just going to cover it all. So let's talk. So I guess I'm excited. I'm really excited about this topic. I'm always excited to talk about relationships. I'm always excited to talk about, anything that has to do with relationships. It excites me. People's problems. It excites me. So I want to start off. I want to just jump right into it. I want to start off talking about when you're dating or you're in a relationship, not really dating. When you're in a relationship, how long do you guys wait, or do you give up keys to your place or get keys to his place? Have you done that? Have you been in that situation? Yes. Do you have an opinion on it? Anybody?
I've done it before. This is Debbie. I've done it before. I guess it all depends on the situation at the time, and needs to say it never worked out. So I need to not do that no more. But I would say, it depends on the vibe between us and the reason to give up the keys.
Okay, so that I hear you saying the vibe and it didn't work out. So what part of it, what would you do differently? You saying it didn't work out. So what didn't work out about it? The relationship just didn't work out, is what you're saying? Or just giving up the keys didn't work out?
Well, first you said, have I ever given up keys and how soon?
Yeah.
Okay, I have, and but it depends on the situation, how soon I did. Now, when it didn't, from this point on, what have I learned from it? I'm just not giving keys up.
Okay.
At all.
Would you accept keys from a guy?
Don't
do it.
I mean, I would, but I guess I would.
Speak up, you can say.
I would, but do they do it? Wouldn't be no big deal.
I think people do it nowadays. I don't know. I personally don't do. I don't do it, but I'm saying guys are giving up keys. I know a few.
Yes, when my daughter went to school, it was about to be on and popping. I was going to be, living my next life and dating someone. After a couple of months, we were living in different places. He was in his place, I was in my place, and one day he just came to my house and he was like, "Here's a key to my place." And I'm like, why are you giving me a key to your place? Now, he didn't ask for a key to my place, but I kind of felt like, well, damn, he gave me a key to his place. I should give him a key, to my place.
Right.
Not thinking, that, because we hadn't really established that we were going to be in a committed relationship. But I kind of took it as, we exchanging keys. That means you can come over here anytime you want. And I can come over to your house anytime.
Absolutely.
So I interpret that as us being in a relationship. I gave him a key. Now, my coworkers, we're close. 2 of my coworkers were pretty close. And when I told them that I gave him a key, they were like, "Oh, you messed up, girl. Why you give him that key?"
Right.
I'm like, "Because he gave me, a key." So I'm thinking, they was like, "You shouldn't have did that." He knew exactly what he was doing because he know, you kind of like not single, but single. And you pretty much on your own now, whatever. So I would do it differently. I wouldn't accept the key.
Yeah.
If I had to do it all over again, I would not, because in my previous relationships, I never gave a key. I never wanted a key.
Right.
You do you, I do me. I pay my bills, you pay, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And it was separated. And I
agree.
that worked out much better.
Yeah.
Until we decided to move together.
Right.
But, in, the relationship where I gave the keys, we ended up moving together. And, but I think I should have waited.
Do you guys think that in giving a key, if one or the other doesn't have their own place, then they want more accepting of giving the key or wanting the key a little faster because, well, you living with someone, you live at home with your mom, or you live with a roommate, and your guy or female could have their own place. So whoever don't have their own place maybe want to get that key,
right.
you know, because then they spend all their time at your place because they don't want to be wherever they live because they don't have their own place. Because it's different when you both have your own place, then you kind of can go back and forth to each other's places. That's fine. Right. But if one or the other is only the one who has their own place, is it, you know, okay, well, are you trying to get a key because you're just trying to be able to come over here and sleep every night? You know, how do we just establish the difference between that? Have any of you?
Yes, then that leads to like, why don't you have your own place? And do I want to deal with it?
Yeah, I need to know
at this point in my life, I don't.
Right.
I know that I don't because I realized that throughout my choices that I was accepting you, not what was surrounding you.
Right.
And what you had to offer. I was looking at the potential of what you could offer, not what you had at that moment. And
you can't fall in love with people's potential.
That was the mistake I realized I made.
Yeah. I think it's a mistake a lot of people, we sometimes as women and men as well, you fall in love with the potential of that person and not what they're showing you right there in your space.
But you see,
they show you, but you don't want to see it. Yeah. But they show you what you want to see in the beginning. That's true. You don't really ever really fully know in the beginning. It's always.
And they're only going to show you but so much. They're only going to show you but so much because, you know, they're not going to just show you who they are.
No, of course not.
There are red flags.
There are red flags.
That we
choose to overlook. Right, because you're in the honeymoon phase of it. So you overlook those things.
But so does it take a key to actually see who that person is?
I don't.
No, I don't think so. No.
What do you think it does? No,
I was just saying.
No, I don't think so. I think people get caught up though. I think I just think in the world we live in now, in 2018, people are so quick to want a relationship. They're in love with the idea of a relationship that everyone's moving so fast. No one takes time to get to know anyone anymore. There's no more courting anymore. It's like we meet this month. Next month, we're living together. We're basically in a relationship and we say we're in love. You don't fully even know someone in a month. You don't fully know someone in 3 months. It takes a while to get to know a person and what they can...
Why do we do that? Why do we rush into... Because do we feel like, okay, is it a rush because we don't want to be alone or someone else may get them? Or what is our rush to jump into something and label
that's a good question. I think a big part of it, though, Debbie, is that because there are so many women so little men that women are just like, what? I got to get them, or I want to, because nowadays, back in the day, the man would be the one saying, I want this to go. Women may ask you, where is this going? But you very seldom back in the day was the woman saying, I want us to be in a committed relationship. I only want it to be you and I. Usually that came from the guy back in the, nowadays it's not like that. The women are just like right off the break. Look, I want this, and this, and I want to only date you, right off the break. And you're just like, you don't even know that person really, but it doesn't matter anymore. It's just like our standards. Where did they go?
And to piggyback on, not to cut you off, on what Stephanie was saying. She said that we wasn't in a committed relationship. We never talked about that. But us as women, why can't we communicate that? Before I give you my key, look, where do we stand?
Right.
Why are we so afraid not to say anything and just go on like,
go with
okay,
the flow.
You got my key? Yeah. Right. Why? We deserve more.
Right.
We deserve that to have a communication of knowing. Look, am I your girl? You my dude? Like, where we going with this?
Right.
So I just want to say that.
And I like to say on that too, that side I overlooked because he should have communicated at that point. Okay, I want us to have, each other's keys. So, I want to date you exclusively.
Right.
I just assumed it.
We assume it.
We assume. I think we do. We always, it's always I think too, a lot of times though, you want to say you want to go off people's actions. You think, okay, well, your actions are showing me that we're in this relationship. Even though your words may say, I don't really want this kind of relationship, but you're doing all of it showing me that you want this kind of relationship. Right. So it's just like, it's so confusing. And why can't we, just like you said, Crystal, be in a situation where at our age, why aren't we communicating these things? And clearly, why can't it be a clear understanding of where we're going in these relationships and in these marriages? So
so there is no room for assumption. You know where we stand.
Absolutely. It's clear. Let's move on to sexting and nudes. And you see this a lot on TV, social media, places like that. Are you guys into what keeps your relationship exciting? Are you into sexting? Are you into the nudes? Is that something you're willing to discuss, or do you have an opinion about it? Let's talk. Somebody.
Sexting is okay. Nudes, no.
Right.
I've just never, been
that person.
I've just never been that type of person to, Now I have received dick pics.
Oh, sure.
I have. But to me, that's a big turnoff.
Yeah.
Because why are you sending me? That's to me childish.
Right.
Even when I was younger, that's just childish to me. But I think sexting is, it's to me, because I'm a sexual person. Mm-hmm. So I like to know where you're coming from, what you feel, or just get me going where you're gonna go with this. If you sexting and it sounds good, you probably more than likely are experienced or whatever.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I'm not against it, but I'm totally against nudes.
Yes, I agree.
On both sides, the man and the woman. I think
I agree.
I never did that.
Which one? Which part?
As far as sexting or sending nudes or anything like that. But if I was in a committed relationship, I would be open to it. And that sounds like that, but I'm a Scorpio. I'm very sexual. My dude out of town, I feel like if he want to flip, that's what y'all talking about, right?
Yeah.
I'll be open to it, but I have never did it.
I'm
open to it.
I think I'm very open to it as well. I'm not into sending nude pictures because I just always think once it goes out there you can't get it back.
Yeah, you don't know where it's going. Yeah,
but as far as talking dirty, for sure, and especially I guess if I'm in a committed relationship, I don't know that I would even say that I wouldn't go as far as if I'm Skyping my man. I don't know that I can't say that I wouldn't be nude if it's my man.
If it's my husband.
If it's my husband.
Not my man.
Not my man. You're right. If it's my husband, I'm not saying that I wouldn't do it. Mm-hmm. I'm not into. I've never been into sending somebody some nude pictures of myself though. But I will text you some dirty text. Now.
Yeah,
come on. Right. I might get you ready, and you need to be ready by the time you get
right.
Listen,
especially if you're talking.
You're talking about stuff. We can do this. I can send you some dirty text. I'm good with that.
Yeah. And also, we have sex. And that right there, you giving your soul. That's something, especially nowadays, ain't nobody using condoms. Mm-hmm. And you laying it. No, what? I'm just saying, nowadays, once you get in that relationship, you already know the dick get good.
Oh, yeah. Relationship, okay, right.
And, and you slip up. And I have slipped up many times, but it's I trust that person with having sex unprotectedly, but I don't trust them with sending a nude picture.
Right. Yes. That's crazy. Right. You trust him because that's your life. Yeah. You can trust him with your life. You can take off that condom and you trust him enough to give him your body unprotected, and we don't know what they're doing. They always say they're being faithful, but you don't always know. No one knows. Where there's
even
a will, there's a way. In marriages, I mean, please.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I can't
no
tell you how
to really
say.
No point.
No, because you can take off that condom, but I can't tell you how many times I've gotten approached by a married man before. Mm-hmm. I mean, plenty.
Which is scary to me as far as marriage is concerned. That's why I'm not. It's just. It's just too much.
It is.
A marriage, relationships are a lot of work. Mm-hmm. So, I feel like if a relationship is that much work, marriage is probably 10 times worse. Trying to work at it. Right. So, I just feel like, when you get into a relationship and when you all break up, that person that you thought you knew, you have no idea who they are. The things that you all pillow talked about goes out the window. The things that you may have done that only he knows or she knows, because you're like, men, they get vindictive.
And women do too.
Yeah,
men do too. We can't act like they don't. We'll talk about breakups too, because that's a big thing, because it can get real ugly real fast.
Very, very.
Real fast. And you're just like, what? Who is it? I do not know them. You're not the same person I fell in love with. Who the hell are you, and where's the person I fell in love with?
Right.
So that could be tricky. And I want to touch some more on that later in the show. I want to talk about oral sex, y'all. I want to talk about sex. So oral sex, when you think about your partner, your relationship, whether you're married or you're engaged or you're just in a relationship, what makes it, are you down with the oral sex? What makes it exciting for you? Are you the type to, you only want to give it, you want to receive it, you just don't want, you're not into it at all? What do you got to say?
I don't like to give it. I don't like to receive it. I don't be feel liking it. I'm so lazy. I just feel like,
and the man probably doesn't. If you're lazy,
he's not gonna want it.
Just